McKenna's like, yes, you do. Hi guys, it's Abby. Welcome to Bella Stitch. It is episode 28. Today is Monday, January 16, and this is my very late Year of Whips update. This is attempt number 4 to record this video. Attempt number 4 over 2 days. So I tried using my Rebel camera to record, and it's just not. It hates me, that camera. It doesn't want to do videos. Everything comes out blurry, and just forget it. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm so annoyed. Anyway, Year of Whips. My original Year of Whips update. My original list was, hang on. My original project list was the Dolly Mamas kit, Salem Village, Pumpkins 3, Blackstone Fantasy Garden, Mary Mac, Quaker Samplings 1, Quaker Samplings 2, Just One More Stitch, Medieval Mermaid, Houses of Hawthorne Hollow, and Village of Hawthorne Hollow. So, let's go through the list. First, the Dolly Mamas kit. As Jimmy Floss Tube says, give up. I hate the Ada. The floss that it comes with is crunchy. It claims to be DMC. It is the crunchiest DMC ever. No, I'm not doing it. Whatever. Next project that's on top of the pile is Medieval Mermaid. This is my least favorite of my whips. I don't know why. I love, when I saw the chart, I fell in love with it. But, I don't know. I get annoyed every time I stitch it. I like how it looks. She looks awesome. And I know she's gonna look great when she's done, but she's just driving me nuts. I don't know why. But she's pretty, so we soldier on. She just gets done. That's just how it is. Next is Quaker Samplings. I happen to have the chart handy here so you can see what they're gonna look like. Quaker Samplings 1 and 2 by Ellen Chester of With My Needle. So that's what I have. I made like 10 stitches on this. Not much progress. This is done with Water Lilies Midnight, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah. I haven't touched it in a while. Next is Quaker Samplings 2. This one is, let's see, where'd it go? This one is done on 40 count white Newcastle with General Arts in pomegranate. And that's what I have done. I haven't stitched on this yet. I started this before 2010 because we were still in the old house when I started this. So, yep. There's that. Still untouched. What's this? This is not Year of Whips. Next up on the pile is Quaker Village. I started with block 1. This is on 40 count mellow. If I picture this pass, it's going to use up the whole fat quarter. Now, I like how Michelle Rudy did hers. There's gonna be a row of birds on this, but instead of just a magical floating ledge, she stitched this as a tree branch. So I'm gonna frog the bottom row and copy her and turn it into a tree branch and stitch the birds in black. Because I liked how hers look. And then I'm stitching it mostly as charted, except for a few changes here and there. So for this one, the words I'm using Dragon Opal HDF because I like a little bit of variation. Just a little bit, not too much. Next one is Mary Mac, which was a Mania start. This is Autumn Gold by Lakeside Linens using DMC and then black HDF for her dress, which like the coverage is still not. What is that white thing? Oh, it's just a speck. Okay. So if I were to do this again, I'd stitch it 36 on 36 count 2/2 because that would give the best coverage. I mean, she's so pretty. She's pretty. I like her. So this is 7. This is like 9x9. The fabric is 9x9. So it doesn't quite fit on an 8x8 Q snap. I think what I need to do is just sew extra fabric on the sides so I can have it on a 9x9 Q snap just ready to go. Because if I use the small one, the 6x6, then I only have that, and then I have to keep moving it, and I don't like having to move the Q snap around. Or I can get stretcher bars and use that. Because I think she'd get finished a heck of a lot faster if she was just set up and ready to go. And no, I don't want to use hoops on her anymore. So, there you go. Next one is Blackstone Fantasy Garden by Ink Circles. Again, also untouched. I haven't stitched on this at all yet. So all the cross stitching is done. I just need to fill in all the black work. This is done on 40 count white Newcastle with Carrie's Creation floss. Highly recommend. I haven't tried her silks, but her cottons are really nice. That's super nice. So that's what I have for still whips. For finishes, I finished block 12. Yay me! This is Houses of Hawthorne Hollow, and I started at the bottom corner. So this is block 12. I finished it. It should have been done a million years ago because I only had like less than 50 stitches left to finish it. There is a bunny over here, and she kind of disappears. So I think I might have to outline her, backstitch her, so she shows up a bit. And it's not just the one floating eye over there. So yeah. And then I'm stitching block 8 next because I don't like moving the Q snaps. Drives me nuts. So block 8 would not require me to move the Q snaps to start working on it. So I will work on that. And yeah. I like this chart. And I have a schoolhouse needle minder and a cottage needle minder. And my owl. So that's finish number 1. This will be in no particular order because that was not the first finish. Next, finish number 2 for Year of Whips is Pumpkins 3 by La Di Da. This is on 32 count raw or dirty, using 2 strands over 2 of DMC 310. I really like how it turned out. I'm not sure about my signature being over there, but I'm not frogging it. That's alright. It can stay there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that as a flat, just flat finish, and then put it on those stands. That's number two. Number two. Number three is bacon, my original bacon project. And Marlene Bush, you're welcome. I gave her the chart. You're welcome. I stitched it already. And yeah, I stitched it on using black. And it was only like halfway through stitching it that I realized it was supposed to be dark brown. Oh well. It looks good in black. So that's finish number three. This was not in my original Year of Whips list. That's okay. Next finish was also not in the original list. This is Kindred Spirits by the Primitive Needle. Kindred Spirits. I used HDF for the black variegated, and I used Dinky Dyes for the orange, and then I used scraps or jar scraps for the green of the eyes. And yeah, there's an error here. I didn't stitch the nose. That's fine. I don't care. And there's that. It's on 28 count doubloon, 32 count doubloon. I can't remember. It's on the balloon. Is it here? It's over there. Alright, it's on the balloon. I love it. So Trisha, is yours done yet? Trisha, hurry up. Next finish is just one more stitch by LHN. This is on 32 count. It's either raw or dirty. I can't remember. It's the same fabric as Pumpkins 3. It's the same. And I used the recommended floss for it. I stitched the spool with satin stitches. And I love what Michelle Rudy did again. Hi Michelle, another shout out. She stitched her bird as a cardinal. And I love it. I should have done mine as a cardinal. But I'm not ripping that out because I don't want to. And oh, I haven't signed it. Oh, I did sign it. I haven't signed the other ones. I don't know if I will. Or maybe I'll just sign it inside. No, I should sign it at the bottom. Next, how many is that? Are you keeping count? 1, 2, 3, 4. Finish number 5 is Salem Village. This is on platinum, maybe 36 count. Using HDF, random HDF floss. I don't remember the specifics of what I used. But yeah. I based my color choices on the photo that came with the chart. So like this house was green and yellow. So I just picked a green and yellow that I liked and stitched that. That was on the original list. And next is Prudence Blackstone by Chartmakers. This was a new start, also finished in December. I have a frame for it. Look, McKenna, half-ass framing. I have one of these from AC Moore, I believe. And we'll just pop her in. My fabric is like stupid big, so I'll need to cut it down and pop her in the frame. And yeah. Oh, that's so cute. That'll work. Yeah, I like that. Alright. So that, I need to get to the craft store and get foam core and a rotary cutter. Because yeah, that's life-changing, the rotary cutter. I've been trying to cut with scissors, and it's just like, oh, it takes forever because I'm trying to follow the grain. I'm trying to keep it straight. But if you have the ruler and just a rotary cutter, then you just, and you're done. And I've lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 is Schoolgirl Lessons by LHN on 32 count cream using an unknown red from HDF. I like it. Oh, Isla, I'll mail your chart on Tuesday. Tomorrow. Today's Monday, January 16, if I haven't sent it yet. And then I used Petite Treasure braid for her, the needle she's holding. For her shank. Oh, guys. Yeah, she's about to shank someone. So, that's her shank. January has been a little shit so far, so bear with me. If I laugh, if I don't laugh, I'll cry, so laughing's better than sobbing hysterically here. And my latest finish, number 8, is thread gathering. I started this in 2008. 2008. It's 2017. I started this in January 2008. We went on a trip to Las Vegas. The company my husband was working for, which I eventually joined later that year, they used to do annual employee trips, like free for the employees. And spouses and significant others could tag along. So I tagged along, and that year the trip was in Las Vegas. We stayed at the MGM Grand. A lot of the daytime activities were employees only, so I was by myself. And I didn't know about Stitcher's Paradise when we went to Las Vegas. But so I had a stitching project with me, and it was this. And I remember the first day, I think the first day I just stitched. I ordered, did I order room service or something? I got food somewhere. And the next day, oh no. Yeah, and then one day I went out to lunch. I found a Filipino restaurant. I went there. And then another day I just walked the length of the strip and took photos and stuff like that. But yeah, this was my Las Vegas stitching project in 2008, and I just finished it on Friday the 13th. I finished this. This was the one good thing about Friday the 13th. Friday the 12th, Thursday the 12th was complete shit. And the week before was also shit. So, yeah, what was that? No, the first week of January was crap. That was a crock of crap. January's been crap. But I finished this, so it's good. It's fine. And number 9 is Brienne of Tarth. So I had 9 finishes since the start of Year of Whips. Now, of the 9 finishes, the only new starts were Schoolgirl Lessons, Prudence Blackstone, and Kindred Spirits. Because Nightmare I started in September, and I didn't put it on my original list because I didn't think I would finish it. I really didn't think I would finish it. Seriously, I thought that was going to be like a 2-year project. But no, I started in September and finished it in December, so that's awesome. And what else? Bacon. Bacon was a new start in October, and I finished that in November. And then Kindred Spirits was also a new start in October. Yeah, I think after I finished Salem Village, I started Kindred Spirits. So, 3 new starts of the 9 finishes. So that's not bad. So I got rid of 6 whips. They weren't my oldest whips, but yeah. The 2008 start was not my oldest whip. I have a 2005 start. That's not on my year of whips. We'll see. My year of whips project list is very fluid. It'll change based on the voices in my head. So, yeah, those are my whips. Another thing I want to talk about is journaling. Who's journaling? I like that notebook with the dots, but I bought this one on clearance, so I'm using this one. So it's a very loose adaptation of the bullet journaling style. What I like the most about bullet journaling is the index. You start whatever on whatever page and you just jot it down on the index. So that's my first spread, it's the index. I saved 2 spreads for that just in case. And my next spread is January. So I list down the dates and the day and what I worked on that day. It doesn't have to be, I don't care how much time I spent on it. It can be 10 stitches, it can be 2 hours of stitching. I write down what I worked on that day. I don't usually work on multiple projects a day, except for this one, because I finished this at like 9:30 in the morning, and then I started Fox Forest at night. So that's my January. And then here I wrote down the styles that I'm interested in. And then, oh, that's gonna tear, isn't it? I have to tape that. Next is my list of whips coming into 2017. 26 whips. 26. But I finished one. Ta-da. I finished Thread Gathering. So, and then I think like maybe in March I'll make another whips page and see how many whips I have in March. Next, I started making a page for each project as I work on them. So Love Creates the World was my January start, my January 1st start. So I have the design name, the designer, the company, material information, and New Year, New Start. So that's that. And then for Houses of Hawthorne Hollow, I borrowed the chart, materials used, and then I finished this. I can't remember when I started that. I'm not worried about it at this point. And then the next one is Hornbook Revisited, which is a new start, and I'll show you in a little bit. And Thread Gathering. I also like that I'm practicing my cursive because my cursive is ugly. So there we go. And death by cross stitch. Okay, so where'd it go? I started Fox Forest. I have a fox and a tree. I have to do his eyes and his nose. And the tree. I'm stitching it using the recommended weeks. It's fun. I like it. It's a small project. And I'm using... What am I using on that one? 40 Count Legacy. Next is Hornbook Revisited by Carriage House Samplings. And this is what I have so far. I need to frog the G because of that. I didn't notice it until I was almost done. And if it was not loose in the front, I'd have left that alone, but it was loose. So I can't, it's driving me nuts. So I need to redo that. But this is fun. This part is not fun. Because like 10 stitches and 10 stitches and 9 stitches and like I don't want to cross. I don't want to carry my thread too much. Because it might show. I don't want it showing. But I like the color of this fabric. I got this from yeah, Strong Magnets. My magnets are strong, people. I bought this in May when we went to Rochester. I purchased it from Andrea at Golden Thread. And I also worked on Death by Cross Stitch a little bit yesterday. Ta-da! That's what I have. I filled in this triangle and I'm filling in this diamond here, and that's what it looks like so far. Yeah, I'm having fun. This is 40 count, but it's light fabric. It's easy to see because I had started Castles in the Air, and I love my choice. I love how I'm doing it, but good lord, I can't see on lupine. It is so teeny tiny. I mean, teeny tiny. Like, do you see how tiny? Like the fabric shrank. I wouldn't be surprised if this is like 42 or 45 count now. Because it is tiny. Tiny. Hard to see. I have to stitch it on a sunny day with a lamp with a magnifier. I need to get my ice checked also. But, you know, this I can stitch no problem. And there's my needle minder from Nifty Needle Nannies, because death. And yeah, that's all I have. I do have some shout outs. AKA, where are they now? E! News presents, where are they now? Or was it Oprah? Oprah presents, where are they now? Where's Organic Granny? Where are you? I miss you. Where's Running Stitch? She hasn't made a video since the summer. Where's Carolyn Mazzio? Is she okay? Where's Pyrex Stitcher? I mean, it's summer in Australia, so they're probably at the beach all the time having fun. Where's Rockin' Raven? I saw her. She attended Miss Also Crafty's Stitchy Day at the library. So she's there. She came back from Mexico. Where are you? And where's Naughty Mermaid? She came back from her cruise too, so Where'd you go? But yeah. That's all I have. What else do I have? What have I not shown you guys? I have my subversive cross stitch over there. I think you've seen that before though. But yeah, that's all I have. Plans. I want to start this. Remember this? I showed this to you. I was going to start this on my leftover Gothic fabric. Yeah, I can't find the fabric. I put it away for safekeeping. McKenna's like, that's what happens when you don't clean. I know. Yeah, McKenna's gonna knock on my door one of these days and just like burn all of this. I don't know. Oh, I did something. Look, McKenna, look. I labeled all my drawers. My DMC drawer. I finally put labels on them. Finally. I bought this in May. And I just last week put labels on them. So yay me, right? Baby steps. Teeny tiny ass pathetic baby steps. Alright. Yeah, that's all I have. I gotta go make dinner. And then get to stitching. And I'll see you next time. Bye!